Bullying has kind of been around for forever, and I honestly think that it's a waste of people's time. It causes so many suicides eventually because of the impact that it has on certain people, and it just shouldn't be there, and we should try to stop it as much as possible. To be quite honest, I was bullied since I was in the 4th grade up until about 9th grade for reasons I still don't understand, but I don't know, it's just it kind of makes you lose yourself. You listen to what other people say instead of what you have to say, and it's just hurtful. People make you do things that you wouldn't normally do. You think things that you normally wouldn't, and you say things that you would never say under any other circumstance, but mostly you just feel alone all the time, and it's just hard. Because people need human interaction. They need to feel compassion or love or just friendship. They need to have somebody that they can talk to, and when you're bullied, it kind of just makes you not be able to do that because you're just crushed. And my face is hot because I'm about to cry.
So the video clips you just saw are evidence of bullying that I found going around the school as an undercover. And here we have Anna Maria, the politician from New York. So Anna, tell us, what's your opinion on bullying?
I think that it does cost a lot to have such regulations against bullying. However, the government is doing all they can right now.
So how can you put a price on something that can save so many lives?
I'm not saying that because there are regulations already set up. Excuse me. Each state already has their own laws and policies set up to enforce bullying.
Well, here we have economist Stacy, live from Canada, telling us her own opinion on bullying. What have you found to be the costs and benefits of bullying prevention programs in schools?
Okay, the economic reasons of adopting a bullying prevention programs haven't really been discussed, and whenever a kid drops out of school due to bullying, the state loses money because the school loses money because the school gets reimbursed from the state for enrolled students. So whenever that happens, they lose revenue. And bullying just, not only does it disrupts school, it disrupts classrooms, so it's definitely in the best interest for schools to adopt bullying prevention programs. The cost of, schools are mainly concerned with the cost of implementing these programs because, especially recently with budget cuts where a lot of teachers are being fired and we don't really have enough money, so schools don't really want to allocate limited resources to these bullying prevention programs, and they don't even know whether they'll be successful or not. I guess startup costs would may be high for bullying prevention programs, but as time goes on, the maintenance costs won't be as high because the program will be in the school and most of the teachers will be trained, so there won't really be, costs won't be as high. With these bullying prevention programs, schools will see a decrease in dropouts and students seeking alternative schooling in homeschooling or online schooling systems. All those will, and also we'll see a decrease in behavioral problems, so that will go down. And overall, it's better for everyone. And not only does bullying affect the school, but it also affects healthcare, in the sense that kids may develop mental disorders or may suffer from headaches or have trouble sleeping due to being bullied. And that will increase healthcare costs because obviously kids may seek medical attention for these issues. So not only does it affect the school, but it also affects the healthcare systems. And also it affects children in the long term, because let's say a kid drops out and they get into drugs or get into crime, and so they're not really helping the economy. They're not really adding anything to the community. They're just draining our resources and just basically it affects students in the long term too, not only short term.
Thank you, Stacey, for that. So, and what else can you say about this?
I'd like to say that the government does have laws that are being enforced, such as the Lambda laws and the Leeds law, which is the law to encourage the acceptance of all differences, which are being enforced regularly.
So here I have more evidence from the time I went to the school. Let's see.
It's true that
So how can you say we're doing enough when there wasn't anybody around?
But that was only one incident.
That doesn't matter. I have interviewed people who have witnessed bullying still going around the school.
Anyone who knows me knows that there are four types of people that I dislike. Thieves, liars, killers, and bullies. I think that people who bully are people who don't have self-esteem. They need an audience. They want to try to hurt other people to make themselves feel better. And have some type of problem.
And this is just me. The thing is, something like that is never going to go away because of the fact that the reason why people do it is to make themselves feel better at the expense of others. And especially at this particular time, the big thing is cyberbullying, because that person who's doing the bullying can be anonymous, so they don't have to worry about reprisals from the people that are being bullied. So what has to happen is the person who is being bullied, if they're being cyberbullied, basically don't go onto those particular sites that you know that people are going to say bad things about you. And you have to understand, you're not going to please everyone. You're not going to please everyone. There's always going to be somebody out there for some reason that is not going to like you, even though you've done them no harm. And you have to understand that's their problem and not yours. Okay? And you just surround yourself with people who are positive. And don't worry about those other individuals who are looking for excuses to put you down. You know who you are. And you try your best to be comfortable with that. None of us are perfect, and you're going to have you're going to have those people out there who, in order for them to feel better, they want to make you feel bad. So you don't have time for that.
Okay.
Well, bullying, of course, is a very interesting and relevant topic. And I guess a simple definition would be one who exhibits a sense of power and control over another. And of course, power and control could have positive and negative connotation. In terms of bullying, it's obvious negative, I would guess. I've seen different levels of bullying here at New Rochelle High School. I've seen students bully other students. I've seen teachers bully students. I've seen administrators bully me. So I guess we have to learn how to deal with bullying in a constructive way. Examples in the hallway, I'll be walking the hallway, and usually this happens with males. I'll see them a little too close to their partners, and I'll ask them to separate. And usually there's some menacing and bullying when they're too close to a young girl in the hallway, so I'll break that up as best I can. I've seen teachers bully. Like I know there's this one teacher in New Rochelle High School, I think he carries a bat around. I'm not too sure, and he kind of prowls the classroom. Now, that could be interpreted as a type of bullying, particularly with that menacing look on his face. I'm not sure that would be bullying, but in my estimation, it might be considered bullying in a positive way because he wants to get students to do the right thing. So I've seen bullying there. And I guess that's my take on bullying. Hello, Mr. Gurney. How you doing? I love you, Mr. Gurney.
Do you still think that we're doing enough?
We are doing all that we can right now. However, change does take time, so we just have to wait and see what happens.
So thank you for coming, Anna.
Thank you for having me.